toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Houston's offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Sanford.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains. That earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. takes the handoff. It's Sanford. Still running at the 40. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for a push on fourth down. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell. A bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from Putton last drive.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. From the gun, running back gets to give. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That's caught. It's Bradshaw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Helton. Finds a little space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do?
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McGarry.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Bringing the heat. The sure hands, it's Sanford. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side. He'll work his way down to the 28. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence.
It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Helton. Fakes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The snap sets up to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ware. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Finds space on the right. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cougars. On the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Eagles are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looking to throw, it's Helton. And down he goes back at the 3.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Got enough for the first. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's McGarry. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Got it behind the line. It's Sanford. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now a touchdown, Houston. Great job by the back on the option.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot. This drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Got it on the outside. It's Walton. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Helton. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
And the Cougars will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Eagles are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Helton. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get...
There he goes! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Forced out of the pocket. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTSA delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in San Antonio. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGarry. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Mano-y-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. And here comes the punt team. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Eagles want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quick completion on the out route.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner is stopped. The Houston offense. Onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Helton. Finds his back in the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Green. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Eagles are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a...
Breaks into the open. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. And the Eagles down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Helton. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Wants to keep it in the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
From the gun, give on the inside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Bradshaw. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Helton. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradshaw. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Rides to back and leads it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right and then make a big play for this defense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. First play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Helton. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bradshaw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.